Hello. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. We're in the beginning of the week. It's still so far away. And yet, it will never be that close. The weekend, so far away. Man. So let's see, my last stream was on Saturday. I played Trails. The game glitched out, and I think I have a theory. I haven't updated that game in a long time, but I've been updating my graphics drivers, all that kind of stuff. I have a feeling that's what that is. I don't want to update the game because it's going to break the sound files. But I also don't want those crazy glitches to keep happening. So I'm at a weird impasse. I think at this point I'm going to run through all of the doors in the game that I've not gone through yet, and I'm going to pick out the ones that I think would be good to show. All of them are good. They're all fantastic. But choosing the one, except for the fishing one, choosing the ones that I think should have a spotlight on them rather than going through all of them. Doing those other doors off camera and then just trying to get the game done. I think that's what I'm going to do. Speaking of Trails, the background music that we've been listening to so far has been from the Cold Steel 2 soundtrack. This one is Phantasmal Blaze. The one before this was Blue Destination. Just the sound team, the music guys at Falcom just are so consistent. They're so consistent. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I love it. Let's see. Today, the new Chainsaw Man chapter came out, and I read it, and I'm not going to say anything about it, but it's been a very slow burn. And, like, this next set into whatever we're going into is definitely going to be very, like, gory. You could just tell this build up. It's been a while. I'm pretty excited on that one. Waiting 2 weeks for that chapter, I don't know. It was fine. It was an okay chapter. It was a filler chapter just to get to what we basically already knew was going to happen from the previous chapter. But, you know, we're just trying to get to that point. Let's do Heated Mind. The new Pokemon DLC comes out today at 9, which basically means I'm only going to have like an hour to be able to play it. I'm not streaming it. I don't have a way to stream it unless I had Yuzu set up, which I do and don't. But even then. So I still don't know what to make of what we've seen of the DLC. They've been very close to the chest with information on it. Like, we know about the 3 yokai that are in it, and the two other characters and Perrin, and that's about it. My biggest fears are just not going to continue the story from the main game, and I've been harping on that. It's like, why? But we'll see how that pans out. What else? Not else. Nothing much. Nothing much. I'm hoping to finish Paranormasight. I don't know how much I have left. If we finish today, that'll be great. But I think one more. I think 6 total streams for this game will probably be the like what we end on. Because I feel like there's still a lot in terms of reading, which is going to help, which is going to extend the time. How about we drop into the first game's OST? The Decisive Collision. You might think, oh, that's just Blue Destination. Yes, motifs. I'm gonna need a refill. Already gone through half the tea that I had in my glass. Alright, I think that's been enough time talking about what's going on. Let's see, what else? Oh, my Armored Core 6 update. I beat Sea Spider finally. And right after I did, they released a patch lowering his his damage resistances, because yeah, that thing had an issue with damage resistances. But sweeps across the board, I think, from what I've heard. A lot of buffs, debuffs, just balancing patches. So we'll see how that goes for the rest of my playthrough. I've been enjoying it. It's been a very enjoyable game for my first Armored Core. But yeah, some of those bosses can be a little bit bullshit. Just get that out of the way. Still very excited to see what else the game has to offer. Baldur's Gate 3 I haven't played in a while. I think I got to the Moonrise Towers and the game crashed on me and I hadn't saved in a minute. And I think autosave would have probably saved me. Whoa! What's up, Lozo? We're just having a little pre-stream chat right now. Hanging out, listening to Hiseki music. Granted, I think I'm now done with all of my updates to the games I've been playing and games I'm looking forward to and whatever. So we can close out the music. Cut the music! Pull a heel. Cut the music. Let's get the game started. Made a bit more progress. That Rails clip I still think about. Let's what'd you put it under? Da ba da ba da. Cursed or funny? I don't remember. Aha, random videos. Yeah. Let's see if I can do this. If I have the capability. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. Don't you do that just yet. We'll do that. I think, we do desktop. There we go. Look at that. Protect all NPCs. Dead. It's not cursed to me. I played enough SMT. just. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Alright. Die. End it. The slimes have taken their first victim. They are out for blood now. Oh, where did Paranormasight go? There it is. Die. We're not choosing that one. Oh, that was some good timing on that. On that shift. Hell yeah. So, Paranorman. Part the 5th. We are in a room with Mayu. And the last thing that I was trying to figure out was the year that Hihaku Soaps was established. Apparently I just can. I can figure that out. Is that from here? Someone say it. Monka S, Monka S, Monka S. Well, regardless, I did just decide to end up looking it up because fuck. 1, 9, 4, 6. I think I said something that was established in the 70s, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But how did the year Hihaku was established suddenly appear in my mind? Well, you see, the morphogenetic fields projected the answer. I had an idea when it might have been, but did I really get that lucky? Now that I think about it, there's definitely something different in the air here. Is this another side effect of the drug, or something else? Well, it doesn't matter right now. I should see what's in here. What is this thing? Well, guess I might as well pull it out. What is this thing? Can't tell. And it sort of looks like a phone, but there's no receiver. Oh, I know. This is a fax machine. I've seen commercials for these on TV. As seen on TV. Hold on. We're doing another bit. What was mine in? Just in random thoughts? There it is. That'll be a while. That'll take a minute. I should have had that prepped. Bad streamer, bad streamer. If I remember correctly, it's used to send copies of documents to other people who have one. What an age we live in where we can send letters and things without going through the mailman. Kids these days wouldn't understand. This means I can call for help without a telephone. I've never used one before, but if I can connect it to the power and the phone line... Alright, we've got power. Now I just need to figure out who I can send it to. What else do I need? Found a bunch of paper in the cabinet. I'll need a pen to write with. And I'll need a phone number for a fax machine to send this to. What am I gonna do about that? Okay, well, we know from playing around with Ario and Tasumi that we have a pen here, but it's like it's dry or something. I have a phone. I have a pen. Arrange bottles and bags filled with some kind of powder in the box. This place is a factory. These might be their products. Items. Pen. An oil-based pen. The pen tip is totally dry. Won't be able to write anything with this. I wonder if I could fix it up somehow. Can be fixed with nail polish remover. Huh? You can fix this with nail polish remover? Why did that pop into my head off? The morphogenetic fields! Well, might as well give it a try. If this is one of Hyaku's warehouses, there just might be some nail polish remover somewhere. What's in these cardboard boxes again? Ah, disposed bottles and soap. I wonder if there could be... There is nail polish remover. There's no label, but I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure. I don't know what this is, but yeah, could be zit cream for all I know. I'm gonna try it. All right, so if I use this, use on pen. The tip of the pen has been soaked in nail polish remover. I should be able to use the pen now, at least for a while. Okay. Need a pen, a phone number. I have pens and paper, now all I need is a phone number I can send a fax to. Do I know anywhere that has a fax machine? Taste the nail polish remover first. I think Mayu is, I don't think she likes that idea. I would be fine with it, but I think she wouldn't be. I know that, this chick, Haruwe, has a fax machine. Because she's rich. Just look at it. Fax machine. You can send images to other places along the telephone network. A fax machine. The number for our home is 63. Haruwe, what? Damn, is everything okay? I'm fine, there's just something I wanted to check. Is that so? Just blurt it out. Just blurt it out. Oh god. Land of the... yeah, sure. Remember a whole lot of stuff happening now anyway. The number is 63 asterisk dash. What the fuck? There's no way all this information is coming from my own brain. Like they censor the rest of the numbers in case a dumbass actually tries that number. I might have been tempted to. That is if my social anxiety wouldn't have spiked through the roof. Could someone be sending me their thoughts? Never mind, I have to focus. Let's get this message sent. Now, I need to tell them where I am. If I tell them everything I know about this place, I should be able to figure out where it is. First, I know I'm in a building owned by Hihaku, a factory, or a warehouse. Okay, so yeah, this was during Haruwe and Richter's investigation when we were in front of the factory. This is the fifth level of the spirit that we saw. As for the address, it should be close to... Mayachozawa is being held near what location? Onji Bridge. That's right, my curse echoes the beckoning light. That means this place must be near Hoonji Bridge. Time to send it. I think this is how you do it. Alright. The machine I sent it to is connected. It should be sent. Now I wait. Please. Somebody. Yeah, the game just doesn't kick us out, just lets us stay in this room for even longer if we want to. Well, Mayu's done for now. No, we have to go to the Shigema residence. No, I'm dumb. I want to break her out immediately. Sorry. Oh, the phones. Be my guest. You wouldn't want to keep them waiting. Thank you, I shouldn't be long. Hello, Shigema residence. Oh, it wasn't the phone. What's wrong? Nothing, it was just the fax machine. I'm still not quite used to it. New technology. Oh, this is a fax machine? Amazing, so this is how they look. It's incredible. Goodbye to snail mail, am I right? This is the future. For now. I didn't think it would excite you this much. Oh, something came out. Is it finished? I could watch this thing all day. Richter, calm down. Huh? What is this? It looks like it has written in pen, but what's it say? What's it say? It says, help, I'm trapped in a Hihaku soap's warehouse or factory near Honji Bridge. Hihaku. New technology, except it was invented in the 1800s. Now, hellos. Am I being pranked? No, this is too fishy to be a coincidence. I wouldn't put it past Hihaku to have someone locked up if it's got anything to do with procuring the right. We should check it out. Hopefully we don't find anything so sinister. To Honji Bridge. We're on the verge of breakthrough. Just show them our phones. Yeah, I think I got all the birds. The non-birds that are in this area. After looking around, I determined the abandoned factory is indeed Hihaku's. An abandoned factory near the Honji Bridge, everything lines up. So the person who faxed us for help is in there? Let's find out. If there's nothing, we should wrap up fast. Isn't this place locked? Don't underestimate me, ma'am. I can make short work of a simple little lock like this. Oh my, you truly are something else. Please be careful then. Everything she says just, I don't know, there's a condescending. It's just, that's very, I don't know. It was just me. Just, go back. Resume. I kept on wanting to say condensation. Shut up. Hello? Will someone come and save me? Are we not ready for this yet? Or what? Now turn the light off. Okay. Check the door again. No? Think? Oh, I think there was one part of this room that I never searched. Huh? No, I searched pretty well everything. Air duct? You can't get in there. I bet I could fit in there. Okay, screw me then, please. I think you need to continue her route. That's what I'm doing. Oh, Harue's? I can't yet. Got these two. I figured I would just bump down to here, and things would be okay. Yeah, this would be more than likely after we help her. So there's one part of that room that I didn't search, which is what? You probably have something you need to see first in my user out. Yeah. There's something stuck way in the back. I already got you. Wait, what? Oh, okay. This fucking song is just a sped up version of Whereabouts of Light, and it's freaking me out. Hold on. Oh. I guess I can use the harmonica version. Hold on, we'll restart it. I'm not. I can't escape it. Trails is just ingrained into everything. It's about as funny as Issa's use of Metroid's item pickup noise when Adol picks something up. Siva Gunner bits. Stop! God damn it. What's wrong? You're wasting that handsome face of yours looking like that. Oh, thank you. You think? I think I'm still plenty handsome. Can't argue with that. God, I wish I was Yushimi. Are you not meeting with that girl today? He told me, I mean. Nah, she's off doing who knows what. That's too bad. I just found a hair catalog I thought would be perfect for her. Seems like you're pretty worried about her. Yeah, she reminds me of myself at that age. I can't help but worry. You think? I'd say she's a little ball of sunshine compared to what you were like. Shut up. I'm talking emotionally. She needs an adult who can understand how she feels. She's like a kitten. She thinks everyone around her is out to get her, so she bites at them all. Huh, you might be right. So tell her I wanted to see her, will you? Sure, I'll do that, but... This other girl I ran into the other day is a tough case. Oh, she must really be something else if you don't know how to deal with her. No, it's not really that kind of thing. Some people just have so much misfortune thrown at them. What do you mean by that? Well, I can't really get into the details, but she might have the talisman I've been looking for. That it was a memento from her father. Could we really be related? What the fuck? It's not like I can just take it from her. What are you mumbling about? Who's related to who? Ah, sorry, it's nothing. About that thing with your family, isn't it? She the one who has a piece of the book that your ancestors... Not the Necronomicon! Mayu, how do you know that? You'd sleep talk. God, I forget how dense you are sometimes. How long have we been dating now? Besides, you're the one who came crying to me about it when you got wasted that one time. Okay, it wasn't sleepwalking, it was sleep talking, it was drunk talking. Rambling about how this old book you're supposed to inherit is hidden in these two talismans. What? A tiny book. That something was giving you a bad feeling about, and you need to be careful. Oh, right. That's all I know, though, and I wasn't planning to try and pry any further. But if it's something important you need to protect, then what are you waffling about? I pancake, I don't waffle. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Mayu. I feel better now. Oh, that's right. Did you hear? The mockingbirds were seen in Honjo. Huh? That came out of nowhere. Mocking what now? It's an urban legend about these bird stickers that show up out of nowhere. Oh god, it's the eighth mystery of Honjo. I was always kind of curious about them, but I never thought they'd be in Honjo. There may be a bunch showing up all over town, so we gotta keep an eye out. You feeling alright? What's gotten into you? What's so special about these birds? Come on, one of them is a penguin with a pompadour. You can't tell me that isn't the greatest thing you've ever seen. That is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I am Yoshimi. That's so dumb. No, it's not. It's fantastic. That's right. He was trying to protect something left to him. Could that be the information that Hiyaku wanted? Yeah. Story-related bird. I think I've done all that I can do. All that's left now is to wait. Okay. So it really is just wait. Okay. Yeah, it turns into end instead of suspend. Okay. I got an appointment. Alright, have fun at the appointment, Lozu. I hope everything is okay. Bye-bye. Alright, let's do a coin toss. Do we do the men's or the spiritual ladies and the one girl that's gonna punch the fuck out of the guy? Let's do the cops. Having learned the location of Nejima's hideout from Michio, Sasumi and Area request backup from HQ for Nejima's arrest as their manhunt picks up speed. From HQ to all bureaus. This is an all-points bulletin. Officers have discovered the residence of paroled offender Fumichika Nejima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped his residence prior to officers' arrival and is now at large in Sumida City. Suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refuge indoors. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of causing large-scale casualties. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in their pursuit, remaining vigilant for signs of explosives and poison gas. Sorry, boss. I tracked down Nejima's safe house, but he legged it just before we got there. Not your fault. We should have known he'd be on the lookout for us. We've got officers all over town. It's only a matter of time before we bag him. Smack him in his bag. Make him hurt. Lang even has one. I don't know. Well, he must to call Sasumi out of the blue and threaten him. Damn you, Nejima. Where the hell did you go? So, boss, what are we doing here anyway? I figured Nejima might show up. Called a hunch, but he used this place as a hideout 20 years ago. Fair enough, but will he even remember it after so long? Remember that mugshot of Nejima we circulated? One where he has like 15 chins? I think it was from when he got out on parole, but except for a few wrinkles, he looked just like he did 20 years ago. Yeah, no idea how he kept up with that weight on a prison diet. That's a stroke of luck though, isn't it? It means he'll be easy to spot. You'd think. Removes the... or puts on the fat suit. It was me all along. See, there's something bothering me about that. We got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing. Which makes me wonder, what if we're looking for the wrong face? Oh my god. This is also an AI the Somnium Files. Casual spoil that. You mean he's slimmed down? But it's only been half a year since he made parole. I don't know, yes, people slim down quick. Could he really have lost that much weight in just 6 months? Well, he must look different enough that no one recognized him when he started working at Komagata High. Yeah, he was different. Good point, but that means the photo we've got is useless. I know we didn't see anyone when we looked around before, but maybe we should check again. Don't bother. It's only been a few minutes. Let's take a second to sit and think. Alright, boss. Break time it is. I love break time. Oh, I changed my shirt, boss. No need for a BO check. There's always... No, stop! The hell? Why would I be trying to sniff your pit sting? Don't say that. Wait, is that not what you were doing? Don't know where you got that idea, but you can put it right back where it came from. I'll get you in the mood for a good whiff. Why is this the line of dialogue that we're on? I'll stake my career on it. Hell no, not even for your career. You look so depressed now, I guess. The rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We've been running ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and catch our breath. Da-da. Huh? Hey, boss. Huh? I think I hear something coming from those bushes over there. You sure it ain't the wind? Hello? Is anybody there? Well, I'll be damned. Hey you, let me ask you something. And how can I help you two fine gents? You motherfucker. Huh? Do I know you? I could swear I've seen you somewhere before. Afraid you ain't gonna charm you anyone with that tired old line, sir. Not even this old-timer. Playing hard to get, eh? My mistake. Anyway, what's your business here? Just enjoying a moment of myself since I've got the day off. I like it here. It's peaceful. We're looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions? Sounds like a lucky man, sir, to have a strapping gent like yourself after... What? Why are we homoerotic now? This one's business, not play. Why are we on? What is happening? I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars. You can say that again. Boss put in so many hours, even his wife and kid left him. Jesus, Aaron. Oh, fuck. What is wrong with you? Enough, Ariel. Set him off. Sorry to hear that, sir. But if you glared at them like that all day, I can't say I blame them. Oh, that's it. The guy I'm after used to laugh just like that. You sure you haven't seen him? Oh, no, sir. Don't know anyone like that, sir. But with a laugh like that, he must be bad to the bone. He's a nasty piece of work, all right. But maybe he can still do the right thing. You'd like to think so, huh? Ario, call for backup. Huh? You mean that's him? Crap, he's running away. Wait! I'll go after him. You get back up. Okay, I'm on it. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has been sighted in the former Yasta Gardens and is fleeing towards Komagata Bridge. Ario, go the long way around. We'll trap him on the bridge. Got it. Give it up, Nejima. You're surrounded. There's no way out. Hey now, you're really gonna pull that thing on poor old me? When do the boys in blue get so trigger happy around unarmed civilians? Unarmed my ass, we know what the curse you're packing is capable of. But we also know it can't do shit in daylight, so give it up and come quietly, and quickly. Please. Can't do shit in daylight, huh? What do you think I am, some third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician! No way. Can black magic really do that? Like hell it can. He's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic's from the West, and these curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. Besides, if he could use curses while the sun was up, he wouldn't have given us till dusk. Oh, nice of you to take me at my word on that. Now that Iwai's out of the picture, I'm shit out of options. Good to know. Sounds like it won't take too much to get you to give up. Careful now. I might just be desperate enough to try something. And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot. A bit of a wild card, huh? I doubt he can pull off what he's threatening, but we can't be too cautious here. If we try to take him down by force, things could get sticky. Messy. Brainy. If I keep talking, maybe I can get him to drop his guard or even talk him down. I just have to be careful not to provoke him. Best case scenario is we get him in cuffs. Next best thing is we steal his curse stone. Either way, I need to get some idea of how his curse works, or I'll be flying blind. Oh lordy. Let's go. We're already fucked. Nejimi looks nothing at all like I remember him. Did he really starve himself skinny just for this? Is he that hell-bent on revenge? Damn, his hands are starting to shake. Being face to face with Nejima must be getting to him. I have every confidence he won't, but God, I hope he doesn't crack under pressure and fire. If you want to talk, I'll talk, but first you gotta put that thing away. I can't think straight with a gun in my face. Fine. Here, you put the gun away. Alright. I'm ready to tackle him if he makes any sudden moves. Be my guest. Thank you kindly. I can breathe a little easier now. That massacre you told me about on the phone, did you mean it? Every word. Don't you worry. Soon you'll have the case of a lifetime. Oh yeah? And how are you gonna pull it off? Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. But I'll give you one thing for free. I never had to wait till sundown. I just wanted to make sure you'd really hate me for this. Pretty sure I hate you plenty already. That ain't shit. I need more hatred out of you. More, more, more. Needy son of a bitch, ain't ya? You have the curse stone for the one-sided reed? Of course I do. Take a look. That's it, alright. Well, better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it. How did you find out about the curse stones? They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they? That puffed up teacher, Arashi, couldn't shut up about him. He's desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed. That still doesn't explain how you learn so much so fast. Curses and black magic ain't as different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, they're just two ways of harnessing paranormal powers. You're sure there isn't more to it? All that matters is whether that power is the real deal. And this curse is very real, as you well know. Joke's on you, Nejima. Don't you know the one-sided reed is a fake dropped in with the rest? Oh, give it a rest. I tested it myself. You use that thing on people? Son of a bitch. When something this special falls into your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. I'm just good at covering my tracks. Good enough not to get caught, at least. Let me guess, you're back to your old tricks, attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night. Ah, so you know about that, huh? One of the brats put up a fight. Bought enough time for the other one to get away, so I went ahead and called it quits. Sounds like your curse is a real pain to set off. Nah, I had that sorted away beforehand, but she pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. I would have gotten the little bitch eventually, I just didn't have time. Way beforehand, huh? Interesting. If you think puzzling out my curse is gonna help, don't bother. Why not? Because you won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll tell you in a second, not a secret. I could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to. A few hundred? Yeah, now you're getting it. I can kill any one of them at any time. And I guess we got ourselves a situation. You're telling me your curse can kill people you can't even see? Seems a bit unfair. If you really can do that, why'd you even bother showing up in person last night? I wanted to make sure the curse worked, and I figured I need to clean up afterward. Alright, nothing new. Folks are starting to gather. That's no surprise given the scene we're causing. But if an agent is packing explosives, he won't need a curse to cause a bloodbath. These idiots need to get out of here, but they won't listen. Why do rubberneckers always have to balls of steel? Balls of steel! What's it been, Nejima? 20 years since you've studied black magic? And now you're just giving it all up for Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater. Hey, now, black magic screwed me over first. You can't blame a man for going with a girl who can meet his needs. Screwed you over how? Because your resurrection ritual didn't work? That was the real point of the merges, wasn't it? Must have been rough, putting in all that work for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you were really after. So now you're trying again with the rite of resurrection, taking this chance to spit in my eye while you do it. Tell me, Nejima. Who is it you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who is it you've spent 20 years chasing? It's the mother of that baby, ain't it? You had a partner. And though you never put a ring on her, till you had a kid. Then she died. Maybe she got sick, maybe she got into an accident. Either way, she left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Nejima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? Girl at the start is, his daughter, ain't it? I swear to God. I've seen for myself just how many folks are pinning their hopes on this rite of resurrection. I can tell you this, it ain't natural. It ain't gonna lead to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to help you deal with the pain, then... God, you're so fucking stupid! Huh? Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing. What? Damn it, for a second there, I really thought you were going to talk him down, boss. Listen up, chum. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago. What really happened? You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl back once. Sweet as could be. She knows what she went by. Though I couldn't tell you if that was her real name. Don't know where she came from either. She traveled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. She sure seemed like one to me. But then she got sick. Just like that. She was gone. My guess is that it was the pollution. I never knew for sure. Couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Till I found this grimoire in an old bookstore. Grimoire? No, this is the book that Yoshimi wants more than likely. I swear to God, if it is the Necronomicon. It told of a resurrection ritual. Black magic that could bring Shino back. I was right. Not exactly. See, who said the ritual didn't work? You said it yourself, black magic screwed you over. Well, no. He said that. Meaning behind it. Oh, it screwed me, alright. But it worked just fine. Oh my God. That baby was Shino. What's that supposed to mean? See, the ritual doesn't bring the person back as they were when they... No shit! When they died. It's more like reincarnation. Rebirth. Rebirth. Wait. Oh no, hell no. You mean that baby? Damn right. That resurrection ritual brought Shino back to me. As a fucking baby. You've gotta be kidding me. You're telling me that wasn't her kid? That was her? In the flesh? The hell I am! That little brat was not my Shino! Her mind was gone. She was totally helpless. She didn't even know who I was. Her warm arms, her gentle voice gone. Gone, gone! There wasn't a damn thing left of her. What the hell did you expect? She was a baby. If you'd really cared about her, you would have grown some balls and acted like a father. Fuck that. I snatched sacrifices off the street for her, chopped them to pieces for her, and that's what I get? A screaming little bundle of shit and piss. That was my Shino. Give me back her softness. Give me back her warmth. Give me back to me. You just left the baby to die? I knew you were scum, but you really are the lowest of the low. Look me in the eye and tell me that if your wife turned into a baby, you'd love her just the same. How could I do that when I couldn't even be sure if it was really her? Yeah, I get it. I get that you're human garbage who doesn't care about anyone but himself. So now you're going after the rite of resurrection in the hopes you'll get luckier this time. Luck doesn't come into it. The rite really works. There's proof. What happens if you get the same results? If your Shino comes back as a baby again? Shut up! Don't you put that lie in my head. It'll work this time. It has to. Ooh. Yeah. Ugh. God damn. Could have been Shino. So who are you? Who are you? All right. Fuck. Okay. Just had that big revelation. Oh, if I keep him talking, he's back to that thing. Alright, what you got to say, Ario? Don't take your eyes off this guy for a second, Ario. Got it. Yeah, we just had to take a little bit of a break. You take a little bit of a break. That was a big thing right there. Good lord, what? Oh, I'm not done. Just wait till you see what I got in store for what you really care about. You should be quaking in your fucking boots. That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about without your sorry ass getting in her hair. Yeah, that's more like it. There's the face I wanted to see. Yeah, that's the stuff. So it's anger based? You've seriously got your curse locked in onto several hundred people? That's one hell of a curse stone you're packing. These things sure ain't made equal. And of course you got the nasty one of all the shitty luck. I'm told I pulled a good one. Told by who? I said too much. I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I'm through with black magic. Is that why you gave your grimoire to EY? I figured he could use it. I put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff. Well, he's dead now, so... Fine then. Keep your secrets. All that about being able to use your curse during the day, it's bullshit. Just a bluff. Oh, is that what you think? Your back's to the wall and you still haven't used your curse. If you really could pull the plug at any time, you'd have it done by now. Now there's a Sasumi I know. Fine, I admit it. Exactly like you said. If I could have used my curse, I would've. So I did. Huh? There should be a few new corpses around the city right about now. You sure you should be pointing guns at me when people are dying across the city? What? When did you? Hey, Ario. Get someone to check that out. Just don't take your eyes off Nejima. Hi, boss. Hey, I need someone over here. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. You had to earn that paycheck. If you don't see him soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. Ever will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. There's blood on your hands. Bullshit. You're bluffing. Think what you like. You'll see soon enough. You! What the? Oh, back up, back up, back up. The hell's she doing here? Crap, our eyes just met. It's bad, real bad. Why'd you have to pick now of all times? Out of here, damn it. Book it before he sees you. I need to ask her about Nabagaki. Shit! Boss, what are you doing? Where are you doing? I don't know, there we go. Looking all over the place. Focus! Fuck. Fuck, he's fast. Y'all make it away. Huh. Well, 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 Ayame Tona, I've been looking for you for a very long time. Huh? What? Dad? Oh, shit. Ayame, don't you dare, you bastard. Get away from her. Get over here. Get off me, you're hurting me. Stay right where you are, she dies. Hey, get back here. Make me. See you around, dumb fucks. Whoa. That piece of shit took Ayame hostage and ran off with her. After him, we can't let him get away. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has evaded capture at Komagata Bridge and remains at large. He's currently on the run with one female hostage. I gotta say, boss, you really screwed that one up. Shut up. Yeah, we did. It's my fault. All I can do now is hope he doesn't slip the net. You know his identity now, boss. He can't run forever. Come on, keep your chin up. I'm sure the hostage will be alright. I hope so. I can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that? Yeah. We've been trying to get a hold of her since this morning. She just shows up here, there, everywhere. Would have thought. What a twist of fate. Twist of fate? Matt Hardy's here? Yeah, a bit too twist of a twist for my liking. I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making sense. Does this mean she was on the one in the car with Nabagaki? Nah, we don't know that yet. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions. You sound tired, boss. That standoff must have really done a number on you. Come on, let's treat ourselves to some Mitsumame. That'll put a spring in your step. What is this face? Bro, your daughter just got kidnapped. Let's get some Mitsumame. It'll be alright. Yeah. That sounds good. Some sugar might be just what I need to get me brain working. Hold on, boss. Sounds like Patrol's just got a message. We'll check it out. Sure thing. Please be good news. Please be good news. What the fuck? It's bad, boss. Oh, wait. No, it's good. Sorry. I couldn't tell with the face first. Good news, boss. They found Nejima. No shit. What about the hostage? I don't know. He just said to come quick. Oh, God. Oh. Well, then. Damn it. Guess we'll find out when we get there. At 4:28 p.m., Fumichika Nejima, also known as Makoto Ashimiya, was discovered in the former Yasuda Gardens, beaten to death. The body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma. The case is being treated as a homicide. Deceased possessions have not been recovered and appear to have been taken post-mortem. Location of the deceased female hostage remains unclear. Police continue to pursue her as a person of interest. Has to be a split there, right? Let me just hit resume. Okay. Start after conversation. Start from Komagata Bridge. Try this one. Okay. So yeah, don't talk to her. Oh, he's done. No, looking at him is done. Alrighty then. Huh? Gra. What the fuck? I'll slit your throat, you little shit! Wait, what? Actually, wait. Wait, what? Why'd his gun be out? Damn it! After him, don't let him get away. From HQ to all bureaus. Okay. Evaded officers at Kamagata Bridge and fled, currently remains at large. Time at which he threatened to carry out his attacks approaching. In response, we will call in reinforcements and widen the search perimeter beyond the immediate Sumida River area. Boss. 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 I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Only I hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire. Enough. I told you already. It's on me. I did. No, I just didn't notice. It's possible that right now he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river. Somehow, I doubt things would be that easy. You think he really can kill hundreds of people? Who knows? Him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. Hard to believe that he could kill hundreds at once, even with a curse stone, but all we can do is pray that he was lying. Okay, so he lied. The condition for Nejima's curse stone, the one-sided reed, was only later discovered. Okay. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. It's the fucking Death Note. And so, at sunset that day, out of 632 students enrolled at Komagata High School, 377 were at home. Each had one arm and one leg severed, one by one, in the order they appeared in the school register. They bled to death while screaming in agony. Jesus! Having no known cause, this atrocity terrified the public, resulting in widespread panic. Before long, fear and speculation plunged society into total chaos, and misinformation about the curses began to spread. A series of unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium beyond control. While it is uncertain whether Fumichika Nejima intended things to go this far, Tetsuo Susumi's daughter, Ayame Tono, was also killed by Nejima's curse shortly after. And Tetsuo Susumi, unable to bear the heavy responsibility or the people's blame, quit the police force and fled from the public eye. At the very least, Nejima's goal of driving Tetsuo Susumi to ruin could not have been more thoroughly achieved. Thus, with his rapturous satisfaction, the curtains close on Paranormasight. Ending 2. Wow. What Nejima went on to use his enormous hoard of soul dregs for remains unclear. But according to later reports, Nejima devoted himself to his master, a woman called Lady Ashino. God, we're getting a lot of information. Okay, so that is the bad ending. Okay. So let's go back in there. Can I go back into here? No. Doing this again? Any complete chapters? Fuck you. Talk. I think. Okay, fine. I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. There's curse. It's not really a... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, there's not really a fast forward. Oh, there we go. So she's not here yet. Okay, now we're in a loop. That's threat. That's threat. That's curse. Oh, hello? Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back, we're back. More people die, blood on your hands. Okay, so she's here now. What is going to happen? Okay, so I have to look at her. I mean, I figured, but I just wanted to make sure, because this option was here. I guess this was his way out. And canonically, he dies. Alright, interesting. So these two line up here. Now we're still waiting for her, for them to find her. Having regained control of herself, Yaku rejoins Mio on their search for the record of Fatesian scroll so that they can stop the curse. However, they find themselves with scarcely any leads to follow. I know we're supposed to be finding that record of Fatesian scroll thing, but It sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that Onmyoji Seimin, Tsuchi Mikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we've got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. Yahaku Soaps. Okay, where's the bird? Ah! Where's the bird? There's gotta be a bird. Is it on the ground this time? Aha! Found you. Hell yeah. It just doesn't hit the same without Richter going crazy. Hi, Mio. Oh, Mio, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Susumi checked with. I forget his name. Oh, right, apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that we have a way of contacting him directly, anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger, and I hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then, it's only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot then. We don't get anywhere just waiting around. Let's do our best, do the best we can working on our own. Has Mia been doing stuff like this all by herself up until now? It's so dangerous. There are so many unknowns. Must be so tough for her. I wonder it'd be hard to make friends. Something the matter? Nope. Let's go for it. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we've managed to get this far. Hey, Mio. You know? Yeah? You might not look it, but you've got a bold side. A little reckless, even. Huh? You think? I suppose. Things not going to plan is just part of life in this world. No, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'm the same way. I feel like we get along well together. Maybe that's one reason why. Oh yeah, thanks. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. I wonder if there's if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they look like they were on edge. Inspector Susumi have let that Nejima escape and everyone's scrambling to find him. Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. No. So this is Hyaku Soap's headquarters. So, we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at a company the president? I'm sure. She's definitely an important person. Even if we're able to meet her, what do we talk with her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask her if she knows about the in-scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. No, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. That's a good portrait. Scared, as if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh yeah, there's that Yako I know. Yeah, you're damn right, let's do it. Let's barge right in there. Now, shall we? I mean, nothing else to do. Alright, let's give this a shot. Excuse us. We about to blow this whole building up. Fuck Hyaku Soaps. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Why is that woman a chair in the first place? She can't even talk to people. Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Realizing? Yeah, these two don't look like students at all. Wait a minute! Maybe your private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case. Barge in again! If Hyaku was no good, I don't know if we have any other options. Huh? What is it? That person coming this way. Hello, employee. What, that tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. He's an asshole. Mr. Yumioka over there. Over here. Over there, come over here. Oh. You're Gamioto's manager, Mr. Yumioka, right? Yes? Good to see you again. But Miss Kurosuzu, what a coincidence running into you here. Gamioto? Yumioka? You know him, Mio? Yeah, from a job a while back. How have things been since we last met? She just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she has been keeping at it. Cheating people? What is going on? What kind of person is this guy? An asshole? Been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy. You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back, a family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying that they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated. A psychic named Suigen Gamioto suddenly showed up. Wait a minute. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and that had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for a burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself, but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamiota's manager during the case. That is pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking for something there, but I told her that's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamioto didn't even have much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she is one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go. Gamioto seems to know a lot about paranormal objects. It'd be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of an onmyoji named Seimen Tsuchi Mikado? I beg your pardon. Miss Kurosuzu, how do you... So you do know about it. I see. If that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it! Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there! Huh? Who the fuck? Oh! Hey! Yeah! They did it! If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again. What? Maya Chozawa, what are you doing here? Huh? Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Hyaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You'll work for Hyaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Hyaku? What's going on? There's really no way you can refuse, though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Oh, sure. Oh, this is a big group of people. Let's all go to the park where that one guy died. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You better just give in and come clean with everything you know. Good lord. So many goddamn people. Is there a new bird? Is there a new bird? That's the question. Maybe even in the sky. Is that one? No, that's just the siren. Okay, let's start with the client. She was only introduced as the investigator's client. She's cool. Feels like we wouldn't stand a chance against a full-grown woman like her. Huh? Excuse me, are you new to all this too? I guess I'm kind of just tagging along. Me too. Let's make sure to not get in the way, shall we? Right. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamioto was connected with Hyaku. So I'd just like to ask, Was it Miss Yamamori from Hyaku who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it on to Araishi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Was it Suida Gamiota's doing then? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Mr. Araishi. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings. Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries? And if you're just like jumping into this stream at this part, and you're just getting bombarded with a lot of stuff. Basically, it's all bad. It's all bad. I give you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Araishi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night. That is all. Hey, there's no way that's true. Stop lying. I must ask that you please refrain from violence. Hold on, Yako. It's alright. The minute I learned that Gamioto was none other than the Queen of Hyaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. Well, it is somewhat shameful. If you require proof, then so be it. What, so that talk of supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yako here has more than her. I do? Just drop that on her and say, yeah, we'll move on now. Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerably powerful spirit sense. Oh my god, the boy! The boy! He's being referenced. Unless they're actually referencing, you know, his original thing. Okay. Curse Stone. If they were out there, they were a Hyaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. My, to think Shogo Okie was so talented. At any rate, now he's dead. What a loser. At any rate, Hyaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure of that. Alright. Richter! Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's Curse Stone like I promised. No! Curse Stone? Thank you. I have to admit, I'm surprised that you are a man of your word. But first, I've got some questions about the Curse Stones you already have. What exactly do you want to know? Earlier you said that Hyaku have collected 6 Curse Stones already, which is most likely a lie. I guess Asumi had like... well, no, he had like 4? 5? He had a few. Maybe, nah, I don't know. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why do you need to know that? Because I don't trust, of course. If you really collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right? First, the Whispering Canal. Okay, so you... No. No, you're lying. You little bastard. Good, good, and what else? Mayo Chozawa over there has the Beckoning Light. Yep, you were the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. Well, I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Anyway, do continue. Next is the Ever-Burning Lantern, which we gave to Hideki Araishi, and which Sasumi took. Do you consider that one of oh, okay, we're not... Okay. He's not saying the ones that he has currently. Whatever. We'll worry about that later. That's 3. What of the others? Well, the others are... the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What? And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall. Do you claim? How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong. Those 3 are with... Okay, so... He is saying? I'm confused. Those 3 are with Inspector Sasumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. Yeah. If our agreement was founded on lies, and I have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I'd promised. Good man. Meaning the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. And it inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man in Kinshibori Park. I thought Sasumi picked it up. No. I guess not. I don't know. Such a horrible act, and to your own employee, no less. No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single... Okay, so yes, Sasumi does have it. Remember. What? We planned to collect soul dregs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us. Is that so? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses. What? It is possible Shogo Okiya came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe a Hihaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. Well, you've been doing nothing but lying. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okiya's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, nor where it may be. Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Hihaku who put the idea in Fumichika Nejima's head to get a curse stone either. Nejima. The only ones we've been negotiated with are Iwai and Araishi. Interesting. Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know the location of the remaining curse stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko of Sugaru? Oh, good question. My mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard enough about curse stones? I have nothing else to tell you. I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the ones who killed Hajime Yoshimi? No, we did not. Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who? That much I don't know. While it is true that we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we acquired it. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Chozawa. And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with this curse, huh? Indeed, though I never thought you would escape. Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now? But... no buts. No buts. You answer. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator? What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the curse stone you have? Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with one in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you. That's not possible at the moment. And why is that? You don't know, do you? I'll tell both you and our friend from Hihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet. But it seems that curse stones cannot be given to normal people. Huh? What? I actually tested it with the madam here earlier. Even if you give the curse stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the curse stones appeared to the curse bearers of their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Sasumi has collected curse stones from other curse bearers. And Inspector Sasumi must be a curse bearer himself. Ah. So from what you're saying, curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse. Exactly. So they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Hihaku's intention of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work, unless there's a curse bearer among them. That damn Araishi. How could he not know this? That must be why I sensed that I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Susumi later. If you know Inspector Susumi, then I think that's best. Thank you. And you know about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you were researching the Rite of Resurrection and the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well. That's right. The Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Seimin Tsuchimikado descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamyoto's connections? I can't reveal that. Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamyoto is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense? Fine, I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found that Seimin Tsuchimikado's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi. Wow. What? So that's why you went after Hajime? However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment? That's right, he did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. The location of the Yin Scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans. Oh, okay. Which were then passed down from generation to generation. Okay. Talismans. I see. Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the other as well. So that's why you questioned me about the things he'd inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman. Oh god. Pardon. Pardon me. I'm gonna take a break real quick and get some drink. 1 second. Alright, we back. Whew. Yes, Michio Shiraishi was also likely a descendant of Seimin Tsuchimikado. Every time I walk into my kitchen, I've got a crock pot going with some chili in it, and I want to have for supper, and it's going to be fantastic. Good lord, I can't wait. What? The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Chosawa's memories. However, Michio Shiraishi was already dead. Yes, by coincidence she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Iwai, so we began our investigation there. But he was already dead too, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both the talismans, yep, we'll know the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Wow, sometimes the answer's right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. So you're done, you still got talkie, you're done. Fine, I'll let someone else ask you something for now. Oh, okay, you're done. Mio. Yako, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Right, no need for Yumioka to know. That was a close one. I almost let it slip. Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with all our questions nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here. But the information you have... The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram. Ah. Oh, she feisty. Yeah. That's all our business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that cursed stone. Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Sasumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yumioka. Let's take our leave, madam. With this, we'll be freed from this troublesome curse ourselves. He's so hype. He's so hyped. That lady and the investigator. We should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. Yeah, I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all of this. If his goal was getting information about the curse stones, then this might be bad. Oh right, I got one of those curse stones too, the beckoning light. Alright, if you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Sasumi without using it? Yeah, sure. You introduced me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. I just remembered! Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Whoa, what's with all the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Really? Hitomi is Hajime's talisman? Yes, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after the talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I should also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request to her. So you two need the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I can get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch them. Don't you worry. Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. The look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime. You hear? We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches won't work, if punches work on him, I'll give him a good one. Damn right. Now that I can get behind. I'll leave it to you two. Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get that talisman. Oh, isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty good idea of where that, the one Michio had is. I'll check with Inspector Sasumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there. Perfect. The evilness. You can't see it, but there's evil in those eyes. Like how we don't have a continuation of this. He's still just in here. Technically waiting. Last resort. Preparing for battle. We received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Do you have a bird? You have a... I think I already had this bird, so yeah. Darn it. But do you have another... Oh, hi! Your dad's looking for you. Don't just blink at me like that. Why are you here? What the fuck? Okay, Richter, you first. Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story. He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems to be better now. You'd think it'd be harder for him to keep his cool. I wonder what her intentions are. How is she able to act like nothing happened? Is this just how girls are these days? Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nejima with your own curse stone. Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. Okay, sure, yeah. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously. I'm on to my last resort. Well then, are we hostages now? Well then, how should I proceed? I don't know. Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? I don't know. You're a curse bearer? So you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. That's the oh, you have the Tycho. Well, that explains that. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too? Yeah. You're right. It's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right? I mean, except, you know, that's Haraway's entire thing. And it's not even one for one, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted you only use the soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse, the world's gone so soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I heard Nabagaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? Creepy much? Are you stalking me? I may have heard it from a detective I know. Ah, there it is, cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type. People boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You wanna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. No, thank you. Okay, well, You're very unpleasant. Alright. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? And are you okay to telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Well, I am Haruhi Shigema, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Oh, is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief you understand. I think we might get along. Oh, well, I'm glad then. And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Did I ask? You're an investigator? Their job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Ew. Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me. Hey lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. So, what were we talking about again? Oh right, Utara Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then he wasn't pissing in his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's why my last resort is collecting soul dregs on my own. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father, not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me. You met him today? Yes, today. Remember that Chief Susumi who was chasing Nejima? Well, that's him, my dad. What? You're his daughter? Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. You know, I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Susumi for his arrest by going after his daughter. Wait, really? And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were sticking out your place, too. Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Nejima was specifically after my life today? That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather, managed to turn the tables on him. That means, legally speaking, it was a self-defense. That truly was quite frightening. To think that I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop, it's a disgrace. It truly is, to cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? Dead. Son's dead. Kidnapped dead. They're on Sumida. Dead. Get dead. What? How awful. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. It must have been your son, huh? My condolences. Anyways, okay. Still? So when you were taken hostage by Nejima, you used the cursed stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway. Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. What about now? Did you just use it again? Your cursed stone. Well, the cursed stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using the curse just now, and yep, it seems I activated it. You're using it now? It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. I think I can get it to work once more. Oh, that's so. Sure is, so I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful. It started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. God damn it. I knew it. I knew. I don't like you too much. I think your father's cool, but I don't like you too much. And you gotta be bullshitting me that you want to resurrect some artist. Calm down, man. If using a curse, one would target a curse bearer. I hadn't even considered it. Would we possibly use my stone as well now? If it's already active, does that mean we'll die the second we trip her conditions? Yeah. Her proclamation meant she thinks I am a curse bearer. Did she find out, or is this a trick to get me to admit it? I wonder. Activate the television. She activated a curse. The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't even think it could be used this early in the evening. Man, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Oh God. What do you desire? Do you have a light on you? Paying for forgiveness. What are the haunting clappers? Why me? Up. Wonder if it's another audio one. No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? Yeah, yes I am. I'm sure you already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night it was a little too obvious. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers. Yep. There's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware. Did you get soul dregs when you killed Nejima? Of course, his curse stone already contains some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. And combine soul dregs across several stones? Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you get them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am? Tobacco? Do you smoke? Oh, okay, so she does have a light on her. Oh, well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to. Please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. And why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well... Why is it lagging? Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. It's just... Game! Game! Wake up, please. Game, come on. Aw, come on. What's this crash? The game has been overloaded. Okay. Or... Okay, we're back. Are we back? Are we good? Hello? Jesus Christ. Having no... I guess my computer just decided to freak out a little bit. Strange. Well, I mean, I just gave away what my curse stone is. What's your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Kazushika Hokusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying that you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone who can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young, it's the age for wild thoughts. But, aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. Is that what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother, it is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent or something else. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. It's fucking weird. You really are obsessed. Yona Hiyaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? He's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her. Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Okay, yeah, sure. How did you kill Fumichika Nejima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. That's... I agree. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed, and really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? Oh, how silly of me. I let that slip. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. There's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? You probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted. Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. Huh, okay. I got you. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. It was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it. Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So any baby would have been fine as long as it could have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way. It's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered, wouldn't you be? After being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own. But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother, and never left a hand. He is so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry, you're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Ah, well, I may have said too much. I think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows? And the obvious trap. Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask you. No. The answer's no. The cursed stone in your possession. I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? I back out? No, I'm forced into this dialogue tree. There's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. It's gonna be a double kill, isn't it? Yep, it's a double kill. Well. Did you try to use your curse just now? Oh shit. It seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. Wait, what? It automatically does it if they have the thingy. I wonder if it was smart secretly to toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. Damn it. When did... You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. If a source of fire is the condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. Alright. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you need to do is activate your curse first. I brought everything Nejima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now. Yeah, I concede. Yep. I mean, yeah, might as well. Cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force, but he's not going to do that, is he? Correct. I won't take that risk, not while your curse conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? You said it was your son, right? When you want to bring back? When haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yeah? Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fill your own desires? Ma'am. What she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. It'll help you every step. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does. What will you do? Ma'am. If you relinquish the cursed stone to a cursed bearer, you will no longer be a cursed bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Ayame is giving you a chance. Think hard, and then give your answer. Well, yeah, I mean, this... Very well. Thanks. Glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you made the right choice. Dang, you really didn't collect any soldier eggs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only need to be carrying a flame? This seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for soldier eggs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? You plan to stop me? It's not my place to intervene. Alright then. Hey lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? The cops. I think it'd be faster if I called them directly. Alright. Complete the Haraway branch of Chapter 2. Interesting. Together with Yoshimi's fiancée Mayu, Yaku and Miyu report all that they've learned so far to Susumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, they can see their final objective at long last. Mr. Susumi, this is Mayu Chizawa. Ah, so you're the one. The Sumida police was looking for you. Well, so you're alright. Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right in Hyaku's hands, I've got myself into some deep shit. Hyaku seem like they are still up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act once and for all. Get it? Because they sell soap? God damn, he's so good. Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today. Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything. I am never silly. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. Oh, you must be Detective Ario. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Oh, Mr. Susumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me. So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. Brings a tear to your eye. I didn't cry, though. What'd they say? Right about the Onmyoji woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but she also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory for the foot-washing mansion. Huh, so she must be the one who fought with Seimin over the right. And they found that her name was Ashino. Ashino, huh? What else? That's all. That's not much help. Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji, and she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with connection to the Seven Mysteries. A vengeful spirit. If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that spirit awakened and possessed them. Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. Though this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Resentment and her spirit power, those are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence. Since Seimin's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. You must have found some amount of evidence looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that. Oh, the Feast of Shadows. There it is, our abnormal phenomenon. Mia, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, who we've been calling the Mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Seimin. Do you have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mia, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh. I'm sorry, my skills still need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. Thanks. We'll make it work. Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you're looking for, right? Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Sasumi, about this. Right, you should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as it is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together. Understood. I'll see what I can do. Ah, I heard you had a Curse Stone too. Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things really are a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back. Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway. What the? What's wrong? Damn. The trigger for the beckoning light's curse is some serious shit. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it'd give me some weird ideas. See what I mean now? How does it work? I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now. Right. Mr. Sasumi. Does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now? Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps soon as we can. Let's see. I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. That's still out there? Someone made off with the one-sided reed, which Nejima had. Ayame has that one. Yeah, damn shame. After that, we don't know about the Taiko Sugaru either, do we? Ayame has that one, and the Clappers, so she has those 3. So you can assume that curse bearers are still prowling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. Jeez. My brain's going all, like, you know, thinking. Think about all the threads we've made. Where's the bird? That'll help me. Oh, hey, of course you're here. Just didn't see you. I'm sorry, I apologize. There you go. Come to think of it, did old man Ashimiya end up getting away? So word's already out, huh? He was cornered, but managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? He died. He died. So that's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened. He was killed? And the hostage was Susumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown? Yep, his daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even Boss couldn't believe it. Damn it, the hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming. So there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here. Key witness and suspect. But wasn't she a hostage? Would she have killed Nejima and fled the scene? No, it's just a possibility. Nah. If we're taking talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Nejima was killed by a curse stone. What? By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows will be starting to return. Yeah, which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him. Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a sec. But that would mean the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right? Huh? Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age. Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have the Taiko Sugaru if that's the case. Did we? My memory's a little hazy. You got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? It's a little too close to home now. But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. Yeah. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing. There's a very good chance all the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck. What the hell has she gotten herself into? Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji Ashino. I see. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the record of Fate's Yin scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to catch them, no matter what. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will. Now, is that everything we needed to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search. There actually is one thing. Oh, what's that? Just completely hypothetically. Hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. It seems like she was after the talismans. Ah, sorry. Don't really understand what you mean. Boss, come on. We've got to look at the facts. But that would mean Inspector Susumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants. No, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal. Well, no, she was adopted, taken, you know, by... taken in after, the guy did the thing. Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to some Onmyoji. Oh. But, well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind, it's possible. Really? I say possible, but I mean unlikely is what I want to think. Damn it, I don't even want to imagine it. Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. No, it's not that. There's something I never told her, never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she's not my real daughter. What? 20 years ago, well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby. You know anything about her birth parents? You could say I do, I guess, but really I don't know anything. What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it. Ario, you heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago. No, boss, that can't be. Nejima's... That's right. When we arrested Fumichika Nejima, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Susumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now. What? Someone had to take care of her. A baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from. But boss, according to Nejima, that baby, it's his former lover reincarnated using black magic. What? Personally, I think that story is bullshit. According to Nejima, blah 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 blah. My goodness. It's hard to believe from Nejima's behavior, but could it really be true? I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether the Shino woman ever really existed in the first place. There are no records of her, no body was found, her name never even came up once during the investigation. Even if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic. I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely that he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work. That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of Ashino. If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment, Ayame getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him, that would mean she killed her own father. Yeah. Calm down, this is still all conjecture. But now that Nejima is dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all this. The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, please call the police. We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Alright. Last Resort isn't technically done. So I'll do this. Yes. I already noticed it. I have to assume. Okay. Could we settle any outstanding tabs now? Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment? Of course. What is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Sumida River and resurrected her dead child? What do you want about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Sumida River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead, or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play too. Interesting. And? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but what are you on about? Alright. Oh, hello. Never mind, is what it it is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernstine, say hello. Ernestine, or whatever. That's it. Good girl. Oh, that boy over there? That must be. Hey kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. Oh god. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up too? That's great. It's so much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, I'm Amori. Don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Oh. Okay. Well, let's continue this. I mean, this... Well, we do this, right? I wonder... Oh, I can't. I'm going to see... Like, I assume not, right? If I just exhaust all of this and not pick tobacco. Because that just can't be like the ending of, right? It's got to be a split. Unless the split is even earlier than that. I ain't giving it up neither. Okay, so yeah, I have to like pick up tobacco and then we continue on. So it has to be way before that. Conclusion. There's no way that's the conclusion. Don't lie to me. The Sumi and area continue their investigation, deciding to meet with Ayamitone to get to the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion to the curses of the seven mysteries of Honjo, the Seimin, and Ashino's intertwined fates? Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition. Ha! Not one to mince words, huh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for her hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police. There's something I needed to see you about. Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. Yeah, she's not trying to resurrect Hokusai. Not at all. She called the police, asking me by name, and demanded that I come to meet her here alone. He asked if I wanted a team to set up a perimeter, but I had them stand down. Sure, she might make a run for it, but I don't want her panicking if she has a curse stone. Besides, I'm not trying to take her in by force. Brah, brah. You have a curse stone, don't you? I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damages the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it, I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it. No hesitation. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3. Not that it matters. 3, huh? 3 to kill you with. I'm not handing them over. Why are you willing to go so far for the right of resurrection? What do you want with it? Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. I want to bring Katsushika Hokusai back to life. Oh, Hokusai. What? Hokusai the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's... I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid? Let's see... The only time I ever felt like there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Though I'm sure you never noticed. Really, I had no idea. It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so helpless. You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy. You're really serious about this. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police? Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it. You. I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens, and I realized while he was talking to me, they fulfilled the condition of my curse, so I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So there's no going back now. That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse. Let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away. Your chance? Did Nejima say anything to you? He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure. Yeah, not surprised there. So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone. Harsh. In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit. No. Kindred spirit, what are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal. I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different. No, you're different. Am I? No, maybe not that different. At least you're honest. I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover up for their child if they committed a crime? How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that. Yeah, plenty of parents take the fall for their children or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe, as a parent, it's the right thing to do. I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side. I see, so that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that. That's okay, I wasn't really expecting you to. So Nejima really didn't tell you anything? Not really, no. Alright. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had? Michio Shiraishi? From the car crash you were in with that Namagaki guy. Oh, with Yutaro. Yeah, I was there. Yutaro. That sounds like... So you and him were, I mean... not really. He was kind of a boring guy. You're serious? But he said... you're getting off track, Mr. Susumi. The talisman. Get back to the talisman. We shouldn't have relied on him for this. Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit-and-run case on top of everything, you're really in deep. Is that really what you wanted to talk about? Yeah, I mean, no. Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene? You mean this? That's it. I picked it up at the scene of the crash. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind. That's all? There's really no other reason? What's the big deal? Is it really that special, this whole thing? Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me? Important for what? For putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries. Oh. So that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the rite. Then no way, I'm definitely keeping it. Screw that one up. Mr. Susumi, you really can't do any better than that. I'm on the talisman. Shut up, I'm doing my best, please. It's really hard to negotiate with your adopted daughter who doesn't like you. Who also might be possessed by an evil, like a very evil spirit, or be an evil spirit herself. It's very complicated. You guys just don't understand. Will you give me the talisman? What? No way, I can't lose the right. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Najima. Are you hurt? And there it is. That's so like you. What? You're only mentioning that now? Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me? Well, I was just... You're not worried about me. All you care about is yourself. Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know. Oh, come on, Mr. Simi. You can do better than that. You really screwed up there, huh? I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or other. Right, I'm glad. I swear, if that's going to bite me, if I needed to do that... if I needed to do this in a specific order, it's so fucked up. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. Mom, I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you? I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you. Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell you, her you'd heard from me? I did not. Oh, me. Well, I've heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Don't want her to worry more than she already was. You're one to talk. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn? By all means. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? We gotta be truthful. We gotta be good. We have to be good guy. Well, sure. You can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two. Of course you tried to dodge the question. Now then. Let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko of Tsugaru, works. What? My curse bludgeons to death anyone I found out is hiding something from me. So is it like mine, where my original one, where it's like, oh, if you're lying, I'll know. If you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can you ask you one more thing? Then what was Haruo? Yeah, she was just bullshitting then. Because I didn't do anything with Haruo. I covered anything up that I think. Yeah, she was just bullshitting. So that might be a thing. I gotta revisit. I get it. Why you wanted to see me? Well, let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. What? Was that fair? And you'd use that curse on me? As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable, but as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Sorry. Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say? I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try to not lie. Go ahead then, if I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. Then my real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame. Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Even now, you're still trying to... Wait a minute, hold on. There's something I didn't learn. There was something I didn't learn. Hold on. Files. 7 mysteries. She had what? Ever burning lantern? Kills by disembowelment. One who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. Finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. Huh? Weird. What does that even mean? Even now you're still trying to hide it? Why? Are you really that stupid? Gah. Erg. Gra. Why, is your pride worth dying for? I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Huh? You're... how? Ayame, be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter. No way, how are you still alive? I don't know what that piece of shit Nejima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Susumi. Alright, I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Susumi, Tono, both will always be part of who you are. What? Why are you doing this? It's not true. The curse proves that it's not. Sure. You probably don't have many memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom. I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why? Why say all this now? So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth too. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Stop, I can't. The mastermind behind all this, the one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right, wasn't you, was it? No. No, I wouldn't even know how to do that. And picking up Michio Shiraishi's talisman was just coincidence, right? Well, yeah, I already told you that. Good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nejima. You can stand on your own 2 legs. You can keep living, without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever try to stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not too late to atone. For the hit and run for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can. That day, at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Susumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Susumi as well as the 3 given up by Ayame lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their power, allowing Miyu Kurisuzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Ayame Tono was recovered and entrusted to Miyu Kurisuzu as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed. Acquire all of them. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. I can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep, we sent her home on a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. Here we are once again. This crazy bird. Anyway, this crazy place. 8 p.m. with no one around. This place is silent as the grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. Oh, we don't have a thing for you. Haha, that's sad. Oh, he does not care about anything. Oh. What's wrong? Next is Detective Area. What? What's that mean? What? So much has happened this evening, but it's still not over. We haven't found the curse bearer of the Whispering Canal. We still have to put a stop to these curses. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate's Yin scroll? They really could have just said, have you found the location of the Yin scroll, and that'd be it, because we know it's part of the Record of Fates. They didn't have to constantly say like that. I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talismans that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who'd have thought that the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Okay, unlocking the seal, got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. I didn't expect you'd be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal is a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Well, we don't have the carp. Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay. If we get it wrong, is it going to, you know, go boom? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Oh, you already tried it yourself? So brave. I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the right have already been unleashed. And I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. Huh? Guess it makes sense for such an important document to be sold so tight. It might help to talk things over with me if I get stuck. Oh, we're going to get stuck. Definitely. It won't explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try. Okay. Don't just give me that line of dialogue in the correct order. By order in which they were used first or something? The reed was never used. Or is it just by, like, in order of the 7 mysteries? This would be the Whispering Canal, the light, the beach, the Tycho, a reed. Well, it's already in that order. Was the beach? It was the liar. Yeah. I never did that. Never used the beach. Never used the beckoning light either. We'll just give them a bullshit answer and see. I don't think that was right. Nope, no good. No! Yeah, talk to me. Do you recognize any of the things on these seals? They look sort of familiar. Maybe there'd be something in our files. Yeah, the... Can't be just as simple as just do it in order. Yeah. The seals look like some of the Curstone's designs. There's some order to the 7 mysteries of Hanja that correspond to them. Yeah. Was it... I think we still don't have the first entry in that. We're gonna be here all day. Unless I just keep on, like, asking Mio. I might as well just do it here. Okay. So the Tycho, beach, reed, carp, and the light. Hey, you got it right. It's open. Cheated. Cheater. Cheater. Getting in just 3 Shut up! God! This game just tracks it all, doesn't it? Oh. Stop it. Jesus. It was easier than I thought. I just looked at which event followed which. I had a feeling that was the case, but I just didn't know. We have so many, like... We have so many missing things. Oh, that is... all. We still have so many missing things, look. 23 is missing. 28's missing. 34 and 35. 41. Could they be? Now we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. It is said that Seimin Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the end scroll because he feared the descendants of those involved in the Honjo incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. The existence of the end scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seimin. The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shiraishi. It contains a full account of the Honjo incident, and the following is written in Seimin's hand. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, my body, and my spirit, which is my curse echo, a living continuation of my bloodline, and my own consciousness. Interesting. I see. What does it say? First, a detailed account of the tragedy. Whole story of what we call the Honjo incident. That incident was the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses, right? Yes, the resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information we need. Ah! Is there anything else? Yes, here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath this scroll, blah, 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 blah. He foresaw all this happening. It continues. 3 items to expel the curse. My soul, my body, my mind. Wow, so if you gather these 3 things in one place, Seimin's rite of cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses in the rite of resurrection. Oh, that's it! That's exactly what we need. The 3 things are Seimin's soul, body, and mind. It says the soul is Seimin's curse echo. His curse echo. So Seimin himself is part of the 7 mysteries. Now that you mention it, Mr. Irish has said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers. Ah, okay. So that was, no, that was... No. Beckoning light. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is a descendant of Seimin's, it seems. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Seimin? He and Michio Shiraishi, who had the other talisman. Both of them had already passed by the time this iteration of the curses was unleashed. That's true, what are we gonna do? His bloodline was so split up, there have to be others. Oh, there's another note here too. Seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. So it says. Can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now. Next is the mind. Between the mind and the soul. In paranormal theory, it's said that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness or one's self. It's like driving. The body is the car, the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver. I see, I think that makes sense. So is there a hint for finding this one too? Well, let's see. Should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Simon tried to seal away the rite of resurrection, but before he could, Ashino stole the Record of Fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What it means is, Simon's mind awoke the night the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now. What? So we have to get that person together with everything else. Alright, so we have to find the Curse Echo, the Descendant, and the person possessed by Simon. Then we just get them together in one place and boom! But there is one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person. Oh, who could that be? If it's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako, Simon's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord? Oh, then that person could already be... Oh, hold on. Someone's coming this way. Excuse me, could I interrupt? Oh. Yep. Fuck, knew it. Who are you? Who might you be? Did you buy this empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen? $100? Huh? I'll even throw in these bones from some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. Why are you so weird? Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Why don't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do? Well, it's not like we needed this exact spot, and we can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else. I'm sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. Yeah. This is a curse. So it was her from the very beginning who tried to kill us. Well, who tried to kill Shogo. And most likely did killing Shogo. Huh. Okay. You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo to a close. No, it doesn't. And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there is truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I'm sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. Reached Tetsuo Susumi's ending. So yeah. Literally, this is the only one. So it has to be something to do with you. Do we know that? Do we have all of the information for this now? Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Okay, so she couldn't have killed me with the one-sided read. And she had to have been bluffing with the Tycho. Because I can't think of anything that I was hiding from her. I was very straightforward the entire time. Alright, so let's see. Start from the conversation with her. Do we already know? Curse Bearer with the Curse Stone too, right? People can be harsh. I feel like I have to do these introductions. We're like acquaintances now, yay! Now, where? She activated her curse. This one I don't actually think matters. There's so many and it just cuts. Yeah. Okay. Now we die. Oh wait, what? Holy shit. Hold on. Oh, hold on, what? Damn, she's feeling she sure did. Beat down. Gonna hide it now of all times. Stop, already dead, horrific. Now then. We do, Mr. Investigator. I'm not Curse Bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you, but I won't show you any mercy if you're going to try to stop capture me. Our curse works, too reason to make a move. Your employer is already dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? You still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know. What a surprise when you decide to suddenly choose a side of righteousness. He was after the same thing, you know. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Well, looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Alright, bye-bye. Upon killing Hari Shigma, fellow Curse-bearer, Naomi Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desire, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set, or when the Feast of Shadows effect were at its peak. And she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumichika Nejima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed. Yeah. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim among them was Tetsuo Susumi, who, being a curse-bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. The investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Yame to evade capture. Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. The strange deaths shook society to its core. But all things must come to an end, and so in time the killings stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day ingenious female ukiyo-e artist burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. Huh, alright. So she gets 2 death-related, things. That's neat, I guess. So yeah, it has to start, like, at the very beginning. Like, at the very beginning. This is the only way. It's the only thing I can think of. Alright, I need to change over my laundry, check my chili. I'll be right back. Do a BRB. Alright, we back, we back. Don't know how for long. We'll be back. So, it's got something to do with Shogun. I mean, obviously, right? Question is, what? I want to keep saying, like, there was a point in the original video that we made for Paranormasight. There was a scene that I did not get here when I was playing. I could have swore I remember seeing the some kind of spirit on that playthrough. And it was before the guy like bashed me in the back of the head and killed me. But I don't know if that's a false memory. I don't know if that's just something I dreamed up one day. I don't know. It was him. It was you. Huh. The hell's that? Looks like a light floating in midair. Something to do with you. It has to be something to do with you. Yeah, it closed in. It's coming closer. This is another one of the 7 mysteries. It looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe. Is there anything like that in 7 mysteries? Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Like, I remember that light. There is a third line. When the body, soul, and mind of Saemon Tsuchimikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is activated, dispelling all rituals and curses that have previously been performed. Welcome back. My. Finally, you have arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though there is the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. About what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Seimon Tsuchimikado are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Seimon Tsuchimikado? It was the beckoning light. I think I already went through that. Because this is one who has become a curse bearer. Yes, exactly. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino, in the Honjo incident, Seimon wandered about near Honji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chizawa. But when called forth by Seimon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self of Seimon Tsuchimikado, who was his body, his descendant who carried his blood in their veins. The only other person... Shogo. Oh, not Shago. Shaggy. Correct again. Although Shogo Okio was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Not Yoko, come on. Man. Though he kind of probably could have figured that out. Seimon and Ashino, fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Now for my final question. Who was the mind of Seimon Tsuchimikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. You believe it to be Vexi? Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Are you certain? Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered. Then who are you? That's right, you are Seimon's sight consciousness, awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel. I manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But, at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and the curses, spoke Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. Okay, that's why. How interesting that she awakened Seimon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But due to your influence on Shogo Okie's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life, using the story chart to undo her death. I led you to believe that it was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset, is what ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogo Okie willingly used his curse. When I asked you early on how many Shogo Okie had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Okie would have done so of his own accord. Haha. Furthermore, Mayu Chizawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. Okay. It was the morphogenetic fields all along. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you now know, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? I would destroy it. I wouldn't want it. Let someone else have it. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice myself. I see, I see. That was Saman's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you this question. Now, it is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts, and then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you truly for all the work you have done. Yeah. That's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the Seven Mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of her cleansing might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when all this started. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No. No point in thinking like that now. God, I need a drink. I'm thinking a Moscow Mule. Or 2. Or 3. Man, I liked her. She was cute. Ma'am, what is it? Just a dream. Seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't. Right, of course not. But even if there was no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now, an eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. Whoa, 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 what the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? As I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related? Sure looks like it, but... Excuse me, we found this among the victims' belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What the hell? Boss, look what's in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture. There's an X drawn on it, and a bunch of weird symbols, and a hole where his heart would be. No. You think, could this be some kind of curse or something? How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it, is this Nakagoshi case after all? What was that, boss? Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call. Got it, leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Alright, so she must have killed Yoshimi. Yako's doing her thing. Mio, it turns out Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there never really was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. Damn it, why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be... No! Should never have believed in this blasted record of fates. To all of you watching from far, far away, the rite of resurrection has never existed. Not in any world, not in any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time. Richter, EY's out. Do you want to question him? Hang on, Ario. I want to get enough evidence for a search warrant. Let him go for now and I'll follow him. That's the kidnapper? Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please help me. She's always following me. I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hajime was killed by this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who could just be picked off like that. You know that. Yeah, and Boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. I'd heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I seem to have this spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. Shogo loses his job. You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. I had to find out for me why. Oh, sorry, I forgot all about my favorite chief inspector. The hell are you planning? Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? You getting along with your daughter? Yeah. Well, you know, more or less. So pretty much everything, more or less, got resolved naturally, which is a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good game. That was a very good visual novel. It had me on my toes a lot. Trying to figure out their lines of logic. Well, once I got there, I got there. I mean, logic dictates that pretty much everything everyone has to be used in some capacity, but Hihaku was just there, kind of. I mean, you'd think they're like, I guess the chairwoman and the guy were just kind of red herrings, but not really, because they did kidnap Mayu in order to get information from her, but ultimately they didn't really do anything except lie. The music was very good. The very obvious whereabouts of light was just completely took me off guard. Holy crap. The visuals I really enjoyed. How they were, you know, pictures basically, but drawn as well. And have it like a panoramic scope of the area around you. It was very interesting. I liked that. I liked pretty much all of the characters. I mean, the major ones, obviously. Not. I didn't care for Namagaki as an example, or Shiraishi? The other guy who was looking into the stuff. He was fine, but he wasn't like... He was just there as a means to get information. So was Namagaki. It was just like, whatever. But Sasumi was amazing. Aria was fantastic. Yako and Mio just really, really good. I can't sing this game's praises enough, and it's like, I said it before and I say it again, it's amazing that Square Enix can just go from absolute fucking garbage to publishing this. Double achievement. Obligation fulfilled. I might just go ahead and dick around and get all the rest of the achievements for this. Why not? That was Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for watching the VODs, for watching all the way through this. This was definitely a game that I'm going to remember for a while now. And yeah, I highly recommend if you stopped watching at some point, I guess you wouldn't be watching this, but pick it up and recommend it to people you know. I would say that the creators, the original people who made this game, need some eyes on this. Apparently they've done other works and they're all equally pretty good. So yeah, that was Paranormasight. Thank you all. I'll see you next time. Probably Yakuza 3. We're gonna get back into Yakuza. So yeah.